Hey guys, Lola Selena here. I also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So I know you guys have been seeing me a lot lately. There's just a lot of messages that need to come out. So, I'm just here. I'm just doing it. Just doing the thing. If you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. There's also a Patreon website, all that stuff. You can check that out at your discretion. But this particular message is for a very small group of the collective. This came up in the Patreon weekly. And I was equating it to feeling the collective energy, and then I felt like I was almost like holding a small little group of the collective. So you'll know if this is for you or not. Yeah, the message is already starting to come back here. This is for those who are going through a very, very deep alchemical shift. And what I mean by that is like something on a cellular level is shifting for you. Thank you. Some of you could have been going through a lot of physical sensations. When I say that, by the way, I just felt some of you guys react to that. When I say that, when like, oh, thank you, it's just because Spirit's talking to me. So I always just like to say thank you because it's an ongoing conversation of giving me information for you guys. But anyway, coming back, there have been a lot of physical sensations that have also come with, oh, there's so much now that came with this. I am getting a cold feeling, like chills. You could have been going through like chills, like feverish kind of like sensations. I'm also getting with the cold or the chills, it's actually like part of your body actually releasing very, very, very deep shit. Okay. The solar plexus is huge with this particular group. Now, I will say I spoke about this in the Patreon weekly. I don't think I touched on it in the weekly overview on YouTube. I don't recall. If I did, I did. But no, I don't think I did. There is this kind of like tornado-y energy going on internally for a lot of people in the collective, and it's helping to clear some things out. It's helping to bring out a lot of stuff from the depths, if you will. And this doesn't have to be bad things. It could even be desires, right? It could be desires. It could be the inner animal. It could be a lot of things. But I was also getting this too, is like some people who have a lot coming up because they've neglected so much of themselves or certain things or certain truths, really. They may actually have people creating distance with them intentionally or unintentionally. And I was feeling like Spirit was kind of intervening to kind of create space between certain people or certain even like groups even to allow for this tornado energy to do what it needs to do, which is just clear people out without impacting other people too much. Okay. No, I'm saying this because if you're in this particular alchemical group, I actually don't think you're going through the tornado. I actually think you are, how do I want to say? Like you're going, like everyone's going through their own little like things rising from the depths, if you will, but those going through this alchemical shift, your solar plexus is getting very cleared out. Okay. And I feel like for some people in this group, you may be holding space actually for some of these people unknowingly, especially if you already are a mystic and you're already aware of all these kinds of things, some of you, it's actually to help remove you from certain people who are not dealing with their tornadoes very well. Okay. It feels like you're being pushed out of the way, essentially. But the clearing through the solar plexus could clear any cords or attachments to people and their stuff that have been unresolved, like distortions and attachments and things of that nature, okay? And including your own trauma that you may have suffered from some of these people, all right? Now, as your solar plexus is going through this shift, I really recommend sitting in the sun. That was coming through so strongly at one point during the Patreon Weekly. I kept seeing the sun card and just literally the healing medicine of the sun rays on your body. Like your body's craving it, your body's like, please give it to me. Your relationship with food and what you are wanting to eat, what feels right to eat is going to shift day to day for some of you, not all of you, but shifting for sure. But some of you, I was almost getting like every day your body's going to need very different things. Like you may like go to the store and buy stuff for like your new cravings or whatever, and then suddenly the next day you don't want any of it. And I know that could be frustrating, but try to listen to your body as best you can. Maybe don't do massive grocery runs if you can help it. But just honor your body and what it needs right now. But the healing rays of the sun, I feel like are going to help balance out any physical discomfort that you're having with your solar plexus, including nausea and digestion issues and things of that nature, extreme hunger, lack of hunger. This is also obviously affecting your masculine energy. This is more information coming in than I anticipated. This is also affecting your own masculine energy and your own confidence and your own self-esteem. We've had waves of this solar plexus energy since summer. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. There is a sound transmission I put out here around summertime Please check that out. Please listen to it if you're resonating with this. It just may help you with this, okay? The melee that came through, which is just light language essentially, my own light language coming through, was to help with the rising of sun energy, the rising of solar energy, the rising of light, the rising of the masculine, okay? Thank you. For those of you who are in sacred bonds, this is absolutely probably like, another confirmation for you that in terms of the masculine energy within yourself and potentially someone else you're connecting with, this is a time for that to go through a transmuting, a refinement. They're saying refinement. Thank you. Go through a refinement to rise properly and balance and integrate properly. Okay. Now, at the same time, if you're also going through this alchemical shift, you may feel like you go through moments of numbness, or you may go through moments of feeling disassociated, disconnected, depression, a little bit of ups and downs in the emotional body. I know that's kind of frustrating, but sometimes we go through that so we can actually get some very deep rest for this alchemical shift to complete on its own. So try to hydrate, try to sleep when you can. And again, if you're feeling disconnected or disassociated, I am not a medical professional. Okay. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a mental health professional. It was just based off of life experience. I probably could be to an extent, to a very small extent, but I am not. And so, I do encourage that if you are going through some stuff and you want some help, absolutely seek out a doctor. Like, there's no reason not to if you have the capability to and you desire to, or if you're going through some shit, But anyway, coming back to this disconnection and potential numbness, and at times maybe a little bit of emotional up and down, this stuff is just, how do I want to say? When we go through these alchemical shifts like this, sometimes we do have to go through a bit of a disconnection because what is clearing out is not for us anymore, is not of us anymore, or is distortion anyway. So we are actually disconnecting from it for it to actually shift out. Thank you. Those of you in sacred bonds, the emotional ups and downs, you may actually be feeling another person. You may not actually be feeling yourself. And so just keep that in mind to try to center on your own energy, nurture your own inner world. That's also part of the energy this week that I'm recording this at anyway. Now, this is a timeless message, just to put that out there. 717 on the clock. Felt the need to point that out. This is a timeless message, but we all know how time works. Time ain't linear. Everything's happening all at once anyway. So even though I'm speaking to this energy around November of 2025, there still could be something in this for you. Okay. Swans are coming up all of a sudden. Swans are coming up. But with this alchemical shift, just write it out and honor your needs as best you can. A lot of sun, a lot of solar energy if you can sit in the sun, if you have access to the sun, unless you live in a really rainy place. A lot of sleep, a lot of water. And again, if you're feeling disconnected or disassociated, I recommend not leaning into that too hard. Just let it be. Actually, I'd recommend just going to sleep. If you can't, honestly, go to sleep, journal, go for a walk, sit by a lake. Do something that helps to center, even if you're struggling to feel at times. Because I can feel it. It's like I can feel this temptation to go into distractions or numbing coping mechanisms. Try not to do that. Some of you, this alchemical shift is helping you move past some patterns and habits and things, especially those that have been throughout the course of your life, long-standing things that you also even learn from family. All right. Okay. Deers are coming up now as well. Deer. Ooh. My heart just went ooh, as I said that. Ooh, wow. Some of this alchemical shift is building up to what some people are perceiving as a graduation. I say these things because we all have our own verbiage for our own process. So even if it's not a word I would want to use, I can tell it's a word some people are using to perceive their experience. So I say these different things to offer the confirmation that actually suits you and your beliefs, okay? It's just how spirit works through me. But yeah, some of you are perceiving this as a graduation. That deer energy, I'm getting deer and I'm getting elk. So again, this whole masculine, feminine anchoring, if you will, balancing, if you will. But there is a level of grace and integrity that's coming with deer and elk. They both are very majestic and they speak to that. They speak to certain high levels of integrity and responsibility. I keep hearing alchemy, and we already know this is an alchemical shift. A crowning. Some of you are experiencing this or perceiving this as you are claiming your crown, okay, or your throne. That's also coming through for some people. Yeah. Anything else, or can we pull cards? I want to pull cards now, Spirit. Yeah, we're gonna pull cards now. Okay. If any of you use the Archetype deck by Kim Kranz, the Forest card may come out a lot. They're just showing me the Forest cards. That's why I'm emphasizing that. I'm actually using my Fae deck, which got warped. I don't know how that happened. It wasn't like that last time I used it. Excuse me. But yeah, they're highlighting the Forest card. Almost like things have gone on in the forest. Like things go on in the forest. Things go on in the background. That feels like realms of consciousness, or like the subconscious. Thank you. They're like the subconscious. There's been stuff going on in the subconscious here. And I think it's about to be brought to the forefront, out of the subconscious into your awareness. Yeah, this feels like deep patterns and shit. That's what that feels like. Any messages or insights for this particular group of the collective? Oh my God, I'm so sad. This particular group of the collective, it's affecting my shuffling, and I'm just bummed. Yeah. Yep. Unity. So like I said, while there's an emphasis on this alchemical shift and a lot of like this solar plexus masculine energy, the deer coming up is very feminine. And so some of you, again, this is pertaining to more of a union of self. And of course, if you are in a sacred bond, this could be mirrored out in your connection as well. But things are coming into balance for you, into an integrated sense of self, okay, with this alchemical shift. Thank you. It's not as if you haven't been in unity before. This is what wants to be said. I feel like some of you almost have a moment of like, oh, I don't think this is for me because I've been here. It's just a new level of it. It's a new level of it. It's like an elevation of it. Yeah, I feel like this group, like you have been in union with yourself. You absolutely have. But there's something about this that's like taking it to the next level. Taking it to the next level. Yeah. Yep. List of the Shadows. List of the Shadows literally is going from one level to another. List of the Shadows, she traverses the like most undesirable of places and things to like basically spread light and like help people. It's like, this is actually the card of like social worker, you know, that kind of vibe. But this is about being uplifted out of a particular level or a particular experience into the next, into something elevated. The 44 on that is also jumping out at me. 144 could be very significant for some of you, but yeah, next level here. All right. And then we have Singer of Connection. Love it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. This is feeling like unity of self, connection to self, to connection with others, and union with others is what this is feeling like to me for you. Okay. Thank you. And also strengthening of your own, they're showing me an antenna, strengthening of your own connection to spirit, not just your spirit, but spirit as a whole, which is basically everything and all things. Yeah, if you have been perceiving being in a sacred bond or using other terms for it, like counterpart or the TF word, you know, I just really struggle with that word. Sorry, guys, I just do. It is what it is. Anyway, if you have been perceiving that, there is something massively shifting here, but it is to, again, have an elevated experience as a result of this alchemical clearing and balancing and strengthening of the solar plexus in particular. Wow. All right. Anything else? They said I can go into tarot. Okay. Using the glow-in-dark tarot here. All the decks that I use are linked below, by the way. Show me doves. Doves or certain birds could be significant. Whoa! I'm not taking it. We'll see if it comes out again. Temperance. Balance. Harmony. Balance. Harmony. This is also healing, resolution, divine timing as well for me as a reader. Being divinely guided as well. Healing, don't know if I said that. or a card of a healer. Also hearing the word sage. Any other messages or insights, please, for this group? With unity, we have Ace of Wands. I like that. This is emerging. The Ace of Wands is emerging for you. So when this alchemical shift completes, something that is going to be happening as a consequence is this rise of the Ace of Wands, this rise of the sacred flame, this rise of fire. Excuse me, this rise of passion. The Ace of Wands for me is the ace of purpose. It's the ace of calling, because it is our sacred flame. It is literally the flame of our soul, the flame of our spirit that drives us, that motivates us, that gets us to move and do things, that lights us up, which is why it's my ace of purpose and calling and fulfillment. This is going to be very clear to you because things have been cleared. 1551, as I said that as well. Yeah, this refinement of like masculine energy, solar plexus energy, the cleansing and clearing away of some like deeply rooted patterns and what have you, is allowing for you to be very, very clear in what drives your spirit, essentially. What drives your spirit and what you want to do with that. Some of you, this could feel like you're having a renewed sense of, I don't want to say mission, but that's what's coming through. Like, oh, this is actually what I want to do. Oh, you know what? Like, I'd rather invest in that. You know what? I've been doing this for years. Let me do something else. You know, it could even be that for some of you. Yeah, like a new calling or a new mission or a new purpose. That's not for all of you, but some of you it's there. But it's mostly a renewed or regenerated fire and passion for life and self. Anything else here for this group? Thank you. It's allowing for... Oh shit, this feels like a big message. Oh, Spirit. This feels like it needs to be its own thing. I'll speak about it here, but yeah, I think I'm about to do another video after this. I've done a lot of videos today. Interesting. This alchemical process is allowing for your fire, your solar plexus, to be what it was always supposed to be. Its purest, true nature. What it was always supposed to be. The bigger message that came through was about, to be honest, like patriarchal stuff and like masculine stuff. And I'm like, oh God, do I even want to talk about that right now? There has been a distortion. I'm trying to be careful here. There's been a distortion that has had a hold on parts of the collective. We know this via the patriarchy and all that stuff, but it has been a distortion through the patriarchy of power and control, both themes that are very prominent right now because of all this scorpionic energy and plutonic energy, not to mention Mars too. But this power and control has been, the whole thing about it has been to disempower, to maintain control. When we disempower someone, we affect their solar plexus. So whoever is resonating with this, the deep shit that has been getting cleared out in this alchemical process has been the distortion, the thing that has been plaguing not just you, but also the collective and also the masculine in archetypal form, okay? To disempower for the sake of control. Speaking just, I know this is like not everything, everyone wants to hear this, but it's just what's coming through, so I'm just gonna speak about it quickly. The patriarchy, colonization, capitalism, all of that stuff is contingent upon people feeling disempowered, but also contingent upon masculine energies or people who really identify of being in that masculine role to actually not be in their power, to actually be disempowered for the sake of control in the patriarchy and then doing that to other people, right? This is a distortion. Not everyone operates from this anymore. It's very deep. It's very deep. There have been people who have already gone through this, who've already worked through this, and whoever is resonating with this right now, you are uprooting yourself out of this distortion. Okay. And for some of you, someone you know who may identify as very masculine or who may be operating in their masculine energy a lot, they're absolutely going through that. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Coming out with lists of the shadows. Seven of Pentacles is a card of reevaluation and planning and reprioritizing things, harvesting, weeding, that kind of thing. It's looking at what you got and what you need to change or do about it with what you got to, you know, for the better, right? Whether you want it to grow or you got to like remove some things. It's taking stock, right? List of the shadows. This is the card again that is about the like getting out of these things, getting uprooted from these things, getting cleansed by these things, and going into this elevation. The Seven of Pentacles is basically a moment of like, oh, this is what needs to go. This is what I can't entertain anymore. This is what I don't want to entertain anymore. Now that I'm very clear on this, what am I going to do with it? And again, it's going to help uplift out of the old and out of lower realities for some of you. Another card, please. Page of Cups. With Singer of Connection. This is getting to that next level, out, you know, getting to the other side of this alchemical shift where we have this connection to a very, very, very pure, innocent part and core part of our own soul, okay, and our own heart. You could even say inner child, but this is the card of innocence for me as a reader. It's also started to become a card of hope and faith for me because it is the cups, and it's like it is that pure, tender, compassionate, sweet kind of part of ourselves that are connecting to that cup. Anyway, but this is also getting the energy not just for you and your own spirit and with spirit, Singer of Connection, but also with other people. Okay. And again, it is elevated. It's different from where you have been before. Even if you feel like you've been in union with yourself, this is a whole new level of union of self and also with other people and with spirit. Okay. All right, guys, and we have Chariot on the bottom. Love it. The holding of all forces in alignment for movement and ascension and elevation and victory. So congratulations for whoever this is for. Oh, yeah, away from the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Done with all that. Ooh, and the Ace of Pentacles. New beginning. Anyway, very beautiful read here. Again, for whoever this is for, I hope that you are doing great with this. And I hope that you have received this and feel supported by it. And I'm going to go. And I love you and take care and congratulations again.